friends. All right. This is gonna make me upset.
The link? Okay, thank you.
Oh, I told you. So I know Yada, but I kind of want to. So, Hussy went live and it's okay. I got it all in my head. It's the same shit. And I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, and then we'll see where it takes from there. So, he was talking about the phone call. I think we should go. You know what? Let's just get the phone call out there. So I'm gonna start from the start. Hussy was really, really gung-ho about calling the cops, calling the Connorsville or wherever the fuck police department. The part he left out was that I was completely against it. Completely. And he just kept, I want to do it. I want to do it. We would have arguments. I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to do it. Now, at this time, that was coming pretty hard for me. I didn't know. I'm really not worried that these people are going to show up to where I am. It doesn't scare me even in the least bit at all. But it worries. Before I actually had to come and tell everybody what I was dealing with online, I was nervous about them getting into my real life and like fucking something up for me. So that's what I was worried about. Hussy was very like, I want to do this and I want to do that. He wanted to put photos of his son on on Twitter, and I was so against that. We had an argument about that. And then he's like, well, if you don't want to get doxxed, then don't dox. And I'm like, yeah, but Hussy, it's not right. The kid doesn't matter. I don't care. Oh, Caroline, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you, boo. So, yeah, so the cops or whatever. So then he's like, I feel threatened. Now, Stubbs had gone on to Google Maps and he said, we have arrived or some shit. I don't fucking know. And I'm, new to all this. And I was like, oh, damn. He like went through his neighborhood trying to show everyone. So, and Hussy's like, I feel threatened. So I'm like, all right, if you got to do what you feel you got to do. And so he called the Connorsville Police Department. And I was on the other line, and he talked to well, actually, another thing he didn't say was he called, he couldn't get in touch with someone. He called again, he couldn't get in touch with someone. I left, he called by himself, he called so many times because the cops, like I said, which we had a fight over, leaving that out, the cops were like, actually, he got into an argument with the freaking cop lady on the phone, and I was diffusing it going, Hussy, it's okay, it's all right, because the cop was like telling us all the crimes that were going on in the area, talking to him like, oh, like, because he kept calling so much. They were like, okay, what do you want us to do? But I guess what he's dying for me to say, which this is what actually happened, the cops suggested the wellness check. He didn't ask for one. I don't even think he knew what that was. So the cops suggested that. So the lady is like, who's this on the phone with you? And I did not want to disclose my name because I did not agree with it. I didn't disclose my name. I had mentioned that he was saying things about me online. And that's it. Nothing happened still. And then Hussy called me back and goes, I called again and X, Y, and Z happened. I don't know how many times he called when I wasn't there. I don't know. I don't fucking know. So that's that. And the reason why this is not tea is because the people, what Hussy doesn't know is that there were people sticking up for him. And I told those people that it was him so that they would stop sticking up for him because, or not stop sticking up for him, but so they would stop saying that he didn't call the cops because he actually did. So I didn't want it, because I knew it would come out eventually. So I didn't want them to be at fault. I didn't want them to believe so hard because they really believed that he didn't call the cops. And I knew that he did, and I felt so bad for them, like, vouching for him. So I told them behind the scenes. And I also told Vidal that I was on the phone. So people knew. It wasn't like I was hiding it. I didn't want to say it online, but people knew. I mean, he came for me too a lot. Now, this guy freaking is calling Hussy all these chomos, predators, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I guess that no, I wasn't the one who initiated the wellness check. Hell no. Oh no, yes, I was on the call. I was on the call. But the cop said we could do, because honestly, this is the truth. The cop was like, and I told him that. I'm like, yeah, but Hussy, what's gonna happen? Like, they're gonna go to his door and then what? Is he gonna stop? No, it probably will make it worse. I said this. No. The problem with Hussy is that you cannot disagree with him. You cannot. The second you disagree with him, and I know he will talk all day and night about how open-minded and all this he is. We've had arguments before when we disagreed on stupid things like exercise or something, right? And I hung up on him one time and we just didn't talk. And I called him and I apologized because I was like, you know what? I think I was maybe too firm with my beliefs and maybe I imposed them on you, and I apologize. He didn't give me an apology back. He was just like, okay, good. I'm glad you're sorry. Okay, so yeah, I was on the call and my friend at the time, I thought he was my friend. My friend was telling me he felt threatened. And what can I say? I guess rightfully so. I mean, Negs was putting his house online. I don't fucking know. So yeah, that's it. That's true. That part is true. He didn't say go give this guy a wellness check. And I did tell the lady some of the things that I was enduring, but when the lady asked my name, I was like, no, because I didn't want to be involved with it because I didn't fully agree with it, but I supported him anyway. I never agreed with talking about the kid. I never once talked about, I don't think it's right. And I don't care how much I hate you. We've had arguments about what he did to Shane. Like, we've had so many arguments about the things that I think he goes too far. Even this court date with DC, nothing's going to happen, right? Negs threatened Callie and it got dismissed. Nothing's going to happen. You guys were both going back and forth at each other and nothing's going to happen. It's kind of freeing to be able to actually say these things, because I could never say these things to him because then we would get into an argument. Okay, now let's move on to the scarf. Well, if you guys have any other questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. I'll answer. I'm not going to say anything about how he conducts himself outside or anything else about his life. I'm going to only speak on the things that he said. I already knew when I got on his head about calling CPS in the Twitter space. Oh, did he come after you? He mentioned, I saw the video of the CPS call and I didn't even, like, he was saying, oh, CPS this, CPS that. I didn't even tolerate that because I was like, no, there's no way I'm going to get behind that. There's no way. Hey, Lindsay, I should have listened to you. Oh my God. You and Charlie Gold, you guys warned the shit out of me. So, Vicky, his main issue is you never spoke up to say you were on the call with him when people were slamming him about calling 911. Okay, so here's the thing. He never called 911. Oh, Boo's here. Sorry.
Hey.
Hey. We're talking about the 911. I was just saying, did you hear? I was saying like
Yeah.
okay. I've never been on the phone with him calling 911. I would have never, ever, ever supported calling 911. When I found out he did that, I was like, "Are you kidding me? This is
Mm,
so fucking ridiculous." I would never ever support calling 911. He called Connorsville police, and the police literally were like, "We." And then
yeah.
I spoke to a lawyer at the time, and that's when I was like, "Okay, I'm done with the police shit. I'm done with trying to go to court." Because after I spoke to a lawyer, the lawyer was straight up and was like, Novo, you in the rain?
Oh, you can hear it?
Yeah, I
That's
can
my
hear
fan. God damn it!
everything.
Hold on. Let me turn it off.
um so his issue is that you should have spoke up to confirm that he didn't call 911, but he did on stream. No, he didn't call 911 when I was on the phone. No. Okay. So that's that with the call. Yes, I was there. It's not like tea. A lot people behind the scenes knew that I was on the call. Um Should we move on to the scarf? Does anyone have any questions or anything? I mean, that's it. That's basically his huge gripe with me is that I didn't say anything. Basically his whole stream, I felt like I worked for him. Like the way he was talking, like, why didn't you do this? And why didn't you do this? And why didn't you? It felt like I was employed. Okay, so now the scarf.